The LPGA's stop north of the border delivered a storybook ending on Sunday as Brooke Henderson ended a long drought in front of her home fans at the CPKC Women's Open. Mississaugua Golf Country Club outside Toronto was buzzing all week, and by the time the final round arrived, the Canadian star was right where she wanted to be, at the top of the leaderboard and in a duel with one of the game's best. Henderson and Minjee Lee traded blows throughout the afternoon in a display of clutch golf and unshakable focus. The two arrived at the back nine tied at 12 under, and the pressure mounted with each swing. At the par 5 13th, Henderson gave herself a strong look at eagle but settled for birdie. Lee answered moments later with birdies of her own, setting the stage for a dramatic finish. The decisive stretch came at the par 3 14th. Henderson fired a precise iron shot and rolled in her second straight birdie to move one clear, while Lee could only manage par. The galleries erupted, sensing a momentum shift, but the contest was far from over. On the raucous 17th, known as the rink, Lee drained a birdie putt to tie things up again, only for Henderson to step up and pour in a 12-footer of her own to maintain her edge. That putt proved to be the dagger. Henderson carried her one-shot lead to the final green, where she calmly two-putted for par and a closing 67. At 15 under for the week, she secured her 14th LPGA victory, and her second Canadian Women's Open title, 7 years after her first. The celebration was as emotional as it was joyous. Henderson, who had gone 64 starts since her last victory, was doused with champagne by her father and coach, Dave, as the home crowd roared. The moment underscored just how much this win meant to both player and country. She became the first Canadian since 1914 to win the national championship twice, cementing her status as the winningest golfer in Canadian history. Behind Henderson and Lee, Mao Saigo surged late with 4 birdies in 5 holes to finish tied for third at 10 under. World number 1 Jeeno Thitikul and several others made brief charges but could not close the gap. Lydia Ko, a 3-time champion of the event, posted 9 under for the week, good for 7th. The week also showcased the next generation. Amateur Kiara Romero carded back-to-back 70s over the weekend, finishing tied for 36th and adding another crucial leap point toward her LPGA card. Fellow amateurs Aphrodite Deng and Katie Cranston joined her in making the cut, giving fans a glimpse of the talent pipeline in women's golf. With a purse of $2.75 million and Henderson pocketing $412,500, the Canadian Women's Open once again proved to be one of the premier stops on the LPGA calendar. For Henderson, though, the money and the statistics pale in comparison to the pride of lifting a trophy on home soil, surrounded by fans who have followed her journey from prodigy to national icon.